what makes him not your type?
I'm not attracted. The hair is beautiful, but I think I want a man that more so like has like dress or like a low cut or there's nothing wrong with that. I just think about like a professional setting and I'm just like, but there's nothing wrong with you.
Someone really just said that Afro hair basically looks unprofessional on Beyonce's internet in 2025. Yeah, let's talk about it because this mindset, tired, outdated, and it's rooted in something way deeper than just preference. What's up, curlies? If you're new to my channel, my name is Kiki and I do all things curly hair tips, product reviews and styling. In today's video, we're going to be discussing the topic of Afro hair and it being unprofessional. If you've never seen this dating show before, it's super viral. Like, I watch it religiously every single Wednesday and it's called Pop the Balloon. It's so funny. It's basically just a lineup of people who choose people based on various different factors, and if they don't like what they see or hear, they pop the balloon to eliminate themselves. This show is very controversial at times because the things that people come out with is just crazy. Anyway, this week we saw this girl comment on this man's hairstyle saying that she prefers someone with locks or like a low cut and who looks a bit more professional. And what is not professional about an afro? What is unprofessional is trying to police someone's hairstyle based on your own unconscious bias. So where this bias comes from, let's be real, it didn't come out of thin air. For centuries, people of colour have been discriminated against for their hairstyle, for their hair. We often see it get labelled as unkept, wild, frizzy, crazy. The list goes on. While straight Eurocentric hairstyles have always kind of been policed as the norm standard, and this dates back to slavery. We do sometimes still see it today in the workplace when it comes down to our appearance, and I know that the Crown Act in America has come into force, which does prevent or reduce employers discriminating against people of colour's hairstyles. When it comes to the term professional, it's usually very subjective and it's down to what makes people feel comfortable. Why can someone rock up in a messy bun, but if you come out with your afro out, it's deemed like untidy and messy? Why is it okay for someone to just roll out of bed and come as they are, but if you wear your natural coils unstyled, it's not accepted? When comfort is based in exclusion, that's when it becomes a problem, and that's when we need to question it. For some reason, the girl on this show thought it was okay to make an insinuation that his hair is unprofessional, and at the end of the day, it's not a reflection of him, it's a reflection of hair and hair insecurities with her natural hair, or how natural hair is perceived, or what she has kind of deemed to be professional and tidy looking, as opposed to what actually we see in real life. Like, afro hair in its natural form is big, it's coily, it's frizzy, it's not always symmetrical, it's not always perfectly defined. What people deem to be tidy or untidy is literally subjective, and I feel like it's definitely down to conditioning and these Eurocentric standards that we as people of colour and black people have to try and fit in. Even locks and like hairstyles and twists, they are often more accepted when they're gelled, when they're twisted, like when they're fresh and neat and tidy and they're like flat down, as opposed to when something is just like big and voluminous and undefined. But I'm going to tell you something that's even more funny about this show, is that a couple of weeks ago there was a lineup of women who were getting chosen by a man, and he made a comment to one of the women on the show that he would prefer a woman to have longer hair, and a few of the women on the lineup popped their balloon because he made that statement, because the girl had natural hair, and I feel like they maybe took it as a little bit of a dig towards them. So overall, afro hair is not unprofessional. We need to really change our perception of how we see and relate to professionalism and how we present ourselves, because it's not just hair at the end of the day. If you embrace your natural hair, you wear it to work, you wear it in spaces where you're around other leaders and other people of like a high skill set, and if we do see more representation, then we're going to class our hair as being more professional and of a high regard than just hiding it away in wigs and weaves and pressing it and straightening it and slicking it just to kind of conform into these Eurocentric beauty standards, which, yes, it's okay to wear a wig every now and then, but if you're wearing it every single day, it's not really representing you in your true form. It's not saying to the world, like, I embrace my natural hair texture, this is me, like, I'm a corporate baddie and I've got my natural hair out. Like, it's really that deep. Let's keep this conversation going. I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions on this topic in the comments. Hope you've enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.